It's a left side overload. I think we know where they're going off kick-off here. Bristol City, the first promoted club from the Championship in 5 years to not have an affiliation with a men's Premier League club. Financially speaking, that really makes a difference, and it makes the achievement all the more impressive. It's been Liverpool, it's been Leicester, Villa. Here's Catley. Ruben Moy on a card, remember, from the first half. Catley onto La Codina. Reminder there of the Arsenal team news. A couple of changes made from the start here. Here on the side of Al with Marnham and Ilestedt dropping out. Pelava and La Codina dropping in. Kim Little battling hard, but unable to get around typically excellent Bristol City obstacle. There have been a great many of them so far in this game. It would be mightily impressive if they could keep plugging the holes. To have this game off the back of a 5-0 drubbing by Manchester City, you'd have to think it's going to be another tough day at the office. Certainly been a hard-working day at the office. Rare touches for Zinsberger here. Forward down that channel. What a good pass from Ruben Moy to find Alessia Russo. Cut out by Lazelle. Strong to hold off the challenge. The outfielders in the Bristol City half. Such a good pass from Ruben Moy that time. See much of La Codina's defending. Didn't have to do much in the Barcelona shirt over recent years. Valti clipping it forward. Another teaser of a ball. Napier trying to get physical with Maritz. Feet from Pelava. Forward. Russo doing the Russo thing. Forward forced infield. Taking a place out there is Steph Catley. Phil Morgan sticking like glue. Fielder getting back to help out the defence. Nice way to pass from Catley to Little. Ruben Moy, Pelava. I think the pass was meant for McCabe. Maritz had made the run, but McCabe has turned it into something here. Reflection on the cross. Morgan's only cleared it to Catley here. They're getting so good and tight. Shooting angles tough to find for Arsenal. Another power block, brilliantly done by Ford. And then Russo is blocked before she could really pull the trigger. Kim Little, such a crowded box here. Little has tugged that shot rather. Commendable defensive effort this from Bristol City. You'd have thought for it to be 1-1 by this point, but Olivia Clark be having to have the game of her life. That hasn't been the case. A couple of decent saves. Not a lot more than that. Defenders in front of her, stopping the ball coming towards goal one way and another. Problem is they're going to do it for 40 minutes more, probably. Aspin, that was a little slack. Nicely done by Pelliver and Little. Goal kick. Marnham stands up. Niedemar. Look out, Bristol City. The starters aren't doing the job. The bench might well. Pelliver. There's one of the more junior players out there. He's probably the more likely to be in line for the hook here. The other side of Al's given it 7 minutes. Those subs are up. McCabe, good ball into Russo. Megan Connolly back there, almost on top of her centre-backs to help them out. Morgan into Furness. Harry Jones looking for somewhere safe to play it. There was somewhere safe to play it, she just didn't get the pass right. Wilburn Moy. Defenders have to have a breather to stay switched on for the long haul here, which means midfield have to try and keep it better for Bristol City, especially with fresh, dangerous legs coming shortly. Pretty repetitive so far, isn't it? Ford and Little in this left channel. Well, that's gone all the way through without a touch. Connolly suggesting it should have been a free kick. Danger is averted one way and another. Out by Connolly. Not very far out. Allowed to run and shoot again. And Russo on the rebound, it must be. Oh, what a block that is. Pelliver had the freedom of Ashton Gate for a while. That had to be 2-1. Cracking defensive job just keeps on going for Bristol City, and whatever happens here, in front of a big crowd, those who are coming for the first time see that their side have got guts, if nothing else, plenty of them. Just enough on the Powell header to stop it getting to Ford. Pell over here found a gap. The shot was too central, but this here, Megan Connolly. Katie McCabe can't believe she's not scored there. Comes the corner, safely grabbed by Clark. Celebrating every bit of good defensive play here, Bristol City. Clark is letting her defenders have a breather. Well, that was beaten out and a little fortunate perhaps, but that is just brilliant. Connolly timing that leg up quite brilliantly. Timeout, refreshment break. The other side of Al isn't saying much. Lauren Smith is. Limited inspiration from a very mild-mannered coach. Many of the locals will have come not just to see Bristol City but to see Arsenal. Or a decent following from London down the M4. They'd have expected to be well in control by now, I'm sure. 12,008 is the official attendance. 2 more coming in on the day. They'd announced that they'd sold just over 11,500 tickets prior. Looks like Marnham and Mead first to emerge from the Gunners' bench here. What quality to bring on. Morgan trying to pop it through Catley for herself. These are the windows where Arsenal might be able to find fewer bodies in red in the way. They can counter quickly. Valti. Russo. Catley outsider. Plenty inside, but plenty in Bristol City red. Valti again. Ruben Moy. Powell with an improvised clearance. It almost went wrong. Anywhere will do. We suspect for Naomi Lozel. Lozel's latest clearance is clattered straight out. That's a good stop. That was heading in. It bounced just before Olivia Clark. McCabe from McCabe range. Thwarted twice by her, once by Connolly. One early game ripper into the net. Approaching the hour mark. Changes coming shortly for Arsenal, but right now it's another Catley corner. Yet another Catley corner. McCabe again. Scores again. Can't keep her out of this game. Arsenal back in front. And after all that good defending, Bristol City didn't deal very well with that. Can the Gunners hang on this time? It's another firm hit. It's another one that's pretty central from Katie McCabe, but this one coming through the crowd. Did it just take a nick? I think it might have done. Brooke Aspin, I think, has glanced this past her keeper, who would probably have had it. That's really unlucky. Defensive instinct there is to try and get something on it. You never would have time to know there if you're Brooke Aspin that right behind you, Olivia Clark, has got the gloves behind it. It is 2-1 Arsenal. And I wonder what that'll mean for the potential changes. Been still down here, certainly not known goal because the shot very much on target. Katie McCabe is on a most unlikely hat-trick. Too many were too far back, no one was on her. She's able to take a controlling touch as well as the hit, and it's a very firm hit, but that touch there decisive. 3-2. We've got enough goal scorers without bracketing her in that, Katie McCabe. Aspen has had some treatment. And she sees that back. She will be gutted, Lauren Smith. I'm sure Clark would have kept it out. And Chelsea Loney still trying to stretch out whatever it is, possibly a calf issue. So Bristol City kick off again with 9 outfield players for now. Connolly just filling in. Vaness continues to battle away gamely in the middle of the park. Rogers with a stray pass. Valti, nicely done. Great layoff from forward, little away from Amy Rogers. Wubben Moy. And he didn't have to wait to stop his time this time. Val was planning changes. Lauren Smith is planning changes by the looks of things. More on that in a minute as Alessia Russo does very neatly, having stayed on side. It wasn't a great cross, but it's great enough to win a corner via Jamie Lee Napier. Catley, surprised by the amount of space she was in. Connolly's clearance, it's her own player. It's another corner. Russo getting the chat this time. No more, please. All the best with that, ref. Obviously, thus continue to do it straight away. They never don't. That's up, not out. Off the head of Lazelle. Little. Gentle little dink in towards Russo. Very delicate. Excellent closing down by the Lionesses. Start. Half an hour or so to go. We will have substitutions. Brooke Aspen is not going to continue. Replacement is Satara Murray there. New signing in the summer from the States. Racing Louisville. Sounds a bit more glamorous than Bristol City, I suppose. That will probably mean a shift around. 17 Arsenal shots. Find the net twice. I suppose, well, the law of averages, if you knock on the door enough, eventually they'll let you in. Zinsberger yet to make a save. Sweeper keeper. Wubben Moy. By Lazelle. is Murray defending exactly on the right of that defence. So he signed in the summer, I should say re-signed in the summer. He's been with Bristol City before. Double figures, I think, for corners. It must be now for Arsenal. Lazelle with yet another heading clearance. Well, that's interesting. Carrie Jones stopped there, asking for the free kick her way. It's Kim Little who has got the decision, though. Well, Ashton Gate, Emirates Stadium, wherever, Beth Mead is a star of the game. In her absence and that of Miedemar last term, Frida Marnham was really important for goals for Arsenal. The pair of them are coming on here. La Codina making way. And indeed it will be Pelava who also picks up a coat to sit down. Top WSL scorer, actually, Frida Marnham, playing in an unusually advanced role last term in the absence of Mead and Miedemar. Beth Mead is straight into the conversation about this free kick here that you would think might favour the left boot of Catley. Let's see. Yes, it is Catley, and it's actually quite a long way away. Last goal was on the final day of the season before last, Steph Catley. Furness. Napier. That's surely a foul. It's a free kick. Steph Catley has gone to fill in at centre half here. Given how little defending they've had to do, why not? Means McCabe has gone to her, shall we say, general starting position. I suppose just about. She's left back more than she's right wing. Miedemar likes his outie to innie wide players for sure. 4 second half shots on target for Arsenal from the 7 attempted. Not even one attempted by Bristol City. Calling for it. Got a little go against Villa. Last time out, last time she started a league match, Beth Mead, was the home defeat to Manchester United last season, where Alessia Russo actually scored the winner in the second minute of stoppage time. Marnham flicks the header on to Caitlin Ford. Back towards Marnham. Good block by Murray. Arsenal still come there with McCabe. What a brilliant cross that was. Beth Mead trying to do her best Rachel Furness impression. Couldn't find that far corner. Super cross though, really was. What a player for club and country, and what a player to have back in the fold. Still without Leah Williamson, of course, the England captain. Arsenal. Laura Wienreuter has an injury as well. Last season was just crazy. In terms of injuries, never seen anything like it. It's a good flick, but I think the flag, yes, is up. Napier was going high and wide, and had gone just a flash too soon. Carrie Jones going off here. Mary Ward did score in the cup midweek. The penalty shootout defeat to Southampton. Teenager is on here, looking to score an even bigger goal. Not that that wasn't a big deal for the youngster. Murray looks strong, but has found a worthy adversary there in Alessia Russo. Not many stronger than her. Very much signed from Linköping as a deeper midfield option, Frida Marnum. Forced into playing as a 10 or even a false 9 at times. It was up to Marnum and Blackstenius really for the goals last term, and they both came up with them very well. Offside flag up again. This time Testrup the guilty party. Marnum will have the licence to go in this game for sure, but you'd think overall this season may well revert to being out of her, Valti and Little for those two positions. Just seen the statistic that Arsenal have on average. The oldest average starting age in the WSL this season. It's not that old, 28 and change. Bristol City, the youngest. Here's McCabe, still on an unlikely hat-trick. The contest is still on here. Ford, Valti. Take Bristol City getting into the Arsenal half, though, for an equaliser, unless someone's got something very special planned. Really is to keep it moving. Frida Marnum. Short sleeves and gloves. Curious combo. Here she is again. From that angle, it either had to be a keeper error, but still probably a pullback. Oh, what a good ball that is. Mead couldn't get the power on it. It'll come, you know it will, sooner rather than later. Seven league games and 4 Champions League games last term. The total of 5 goals in that short spell before injury struck. according to Russo. With her number maybe up soon. Put so much in as a hard-working centre forward that often didn't finish games at Manchester United, where they had pretty good cover, certainly from the bench. They've definitely got that cover at Arsenal. Free kick here to Bristol City into the final 15 of the normal 90. Going to be kept in here by Mary Ward. Little having to get back and help the defending. Ward trying to give her the run around. Not this time. Are we going to see WSL's all-time top scorer here? Stuck on 78 for a long time. Her 22-goal tally of 2018-19 was matched last term by Rachel Daly. Marnham had made the break there. It's a nice idea to try and find her. Well read, Olivia Clark. Really well read by Napier. Was never pulling out of that 50-50, but nor was Lottie Wubben-Moy. Lazell back to Clark. Not a single shot in this second half from Bristol City, but they are still in the contest. Yellow card comes out for Alessia Russo. For that little shove there. Seems a bit harsh. Off comes Amy Rogers here. In fact, it will be a double change, and Emily Testrup off as well. Lauren Smith going to the bench again. Shania Hales is on. The goal scorer that got them up really last season, but has barely had a look in this term. Emily Syme, by the way, the other player coming on. She was an ever-present in the promotion campaign. Maybe Lauren Smith thinking something else is needed. Hales straight into the action here. Just a third appearance this season for Hales, all of them late off the bench. Only had a few minutes. Into double figures in the championship last term to help them up, and here she is. Gonna get the corner though. Zinsberger, if they're torn Arsenal here between just taking their time and taking any sting out. At what point do they do that and make sure they don't leave any gaps going the other way? Not yet, I would suggest. Get one more and then do that would probably be the plan. Here's Russo. Not sure if there's anyone better in the Barclays Women's Super League at doing that aspect of what she does. Might be one of the clubs she's now playing for, having said that. Frida Marnham. And again. It's gone, say Bristol City. The officials do not concur. Robin Moy just missed a control, and Ward is quick, very nearly ate up the head start that Robin Moy had there. A couple more yards she'd have been in. Mead. Valti. Look how deep Bristol City are. 9 minutes and stoppage time to go. Connolly there again. Catley. Arsenal's possession in this second half must be pretty similar to the time on the clock. Murray in with the challenge. Very calmly done by Powell. Morgan back to Powell. Russo closing down. There you go, 79%, not far off. That's overall. In the second half, it'll be even more than that. Mead on the chase. Last Arsenal goals in a glorious Champions League win over Lyon in the group stage. And they have the opportunity to repeat that feat this time around, having lost the playoff to Paris. Arsenal all the way to the semi-finals last term, and yet another heartbreaker of a defeat to Wolfsburg, second season running for them. That's that opposition. Valti down, play goes on. Russo again dropping deep, Wibben Moy. Lazell following Russo and not letting her get away. And after all that, he waited a while, in fairness, Adesoneye. He has booked Rachel Furness. Advantage was a long advantage play. Goal scorer has her name taken for a different reason. Yeah, Valti felt that. Sorry, pal. It's a chunky challenge. Well, it's a good bad one, that. A real skimmer. And they'll have another go, Arsenal. Be on some kind of record-breaking corner count, this. $14-0. They're not in the clear yet. It's a good ball in. Russo and Lazell going in there, and the former seems to have come off the worse. It's the ball that hit her, I think, rather than the player. Doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Wasn't generally on the pitch as a Manchester United player at 85 minutes. She may not finish this game. It's the other side of our planning next. Well, following the international break, speaking of next, they've got Manchester City. And if they do hold on to this, they will be only 3 points behind them. Can't really give Chelsea much more of an advantage than that, you'd think, because Chelsea usually eat up with games in hand any disadvantage they have. Right now, 3 points behind both City and Chelsea, if they hang on to this. And once they are not needing a late goal, Arsenal, they're trying to avoid conceding one. On we go. And goes finesse. Kim Little with a calm, confident pass. To Arsenal's recent goal-scoring hero, Katie McCabe. All those attacking options. And it's a natural left-back. Their top scorer. Probably not for long. Maritz. Mead taking over. She could actually do with a goal before the injury. 10 without, actually, for club and country, Beth Mead, which for her is an eternity. Real teaser of a cross in the direction of Mead. Ford began the game threatening, ending it threatening. Murray with the headed deflection to bring corner number 15. Crowd in there again, now there's a ball in there too. Yet another Lazelle header. Maybe 15-0 on corners, it's still only 2-1 on goals. Zinsberger had to get that right. Shania Ailes was waiting to pounce on anything even slightly loose. Valti. Out shortly how much added time there'll be as Wubben-Moy pops it forward to Mead. Dainty flick in the direction of Russo. Connolly had it, lost it, won it, and lost it again. That is Alessia Russo all over, that is Mead. Murray. A right old scrap that was. Nine added minutes. Zinsberger's going to be called into action here. Well, why wouldn't you chuck a few forward if there's anything left in the tank? These Bristol City players, after such a lot of chasing opponents out of possession, if there is, shove a few forward once they've dealt with this, if they can, of course. Frida Marnham. McCabe up for the hat-trick. The angle is tight, and it's right across everyone, including both goalposts. Russo still holding it up brilliantly. Valti. Still got more than 7 minutes to play here. Good from Ford. Well, Murray. Semi couldn't stop herself. I don't think she would have, even if she could have. It's a bump. Running at that pace, it's definitely going to floor you. Caution for the substitute. And Marnham not in any hurry to take this. McCabe. She goes short to keep possession. Yes, she will. Still goes for the cross eventually. Clark got a bit on it. Mead was just lining up a shot, but her opposite number 9, Shania Hales, got in there instead. Wibben Moy. It's over Russo. It's not over Ford, though. Here is the Aussie. Ward was just thinking about trying to get on a breakaway with her fellow sub Hales, but Leah Valti, she so often is, finding herself in the place to stop something becoming something. Ward's got it this time though from Maritz. Excellent from Kim Little. One way and another, she's won it back for Arsenal. One shot all game long. Can you imagine if Bristol City could find a second that finds the net in stoppage time here? A tired pass from Finesse. She's a little bit lucky to get it back, actually. Ward. This would be the ultimate smash and grab of a point. Never mind what Arsenal did to Aston Villa last weekend. Hales. Ward. Hales again. Here's Napier. Lost the ball, Kim Little. Used it so wisely. Russo forces the mistake from Murray. And Arsenal ease that little bit closer. And for the final 4 minutes of stoppage time here, we're going to see a very popular change. Not because Alessia Russo isn't popular, she most certainly is. Lioness's star replaced by all-time top scorer in the WSL, Viv Miedema, whose last game was in December against Lyon. Just before that, she'd been on a run of 4 scoring games in a row. Welcome back from everybody, I think, to one of the game's greats. Just another reminder of the quality the Gunners have. I was going to say time for a couple of touches, not even the time for a goal. Going nowhere for them. We've dripped down to 3 minutes left, and Fionn Morgan using whatever energy she can to run and get the ball for Katie McCabe. Katie McCabe has nearly scored twice, has scored twice, has had a customary talking to. Been theme running right through this game. Marnham back to Little, just keeps things calm. Valti. That is a rare slack pass from her. Mead had no chance to get on the end of that. Not from there. 2 minutes to score a most unlikely equaliser here. Regardless, Lauren Smith would have been thrilled, odd as it may sound, to take a 2-1 defeat here, I am sure. As many would have feared a lot worse. It might still get worse. That's a brilliant Miedema pass. Forward! And the game ends as it began, with quite brilliant, determined Bristol City defending. That is Jamie Lee Napier, but it could have been any one of them. Because that really should be 3-1. And in some ways, even though they've had so many efforts and been so dominant, you feel like it might have been a little harsh on Bristol City. Not least because the second McCabe goal was deflected in. Marnham. Mead. They will have to find a way to be more dangerous in other games against lesser opposition, Bristol City, and I'm sure those plans are already well afoot. Lauren Smith. One of those, the old cliche you might apply. They play like this, they will get plenty from this return season to the big time Bristol City. At the moment though, they've still got Zip. Glancing header goes beyond. The clock says 99. Arsenal have the ball, crucially. Time standing still for Caitlin Ford here. Miedema gets some touches, and again. And the ball at the feet of the match winner effectively here, Katie McCabe. Job done, thanks to her. Arsenal yet to be convincing this season, it has to be said, but crucially, they do have back-to-back wins to take into the international break. Ida Valada's players, belatedly, upwardly mobile. They absolutely bossed this game. With a 1-goal lead, never entirely comfortable, nowhere near as comfortable as expected. 2 fine Katie McCabe hits either side of an equally fine Rachel Finesse header. Big credit for sure to this young Bristol City side, but still no points for them in the WSL table since they returned to the top flight. Relief as much as pleasure.